Are you looking for the best wall tents? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best tents on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Happy by Canvas Wall Tent for 6 to 8 people. The Happy by Canvas wall tent is made from 300 GMS double-stitched cotton canvas that has been treated with a waterproof coating, making it a great 4-season tent for those who want to camp outside all year round. It's got some great ventilation with 4 meshed windows on the side and a mesh door that keeps out bugs while letting the breeze come in. There are 2 ceiling vents that will draw air through them when the stove is lit, giving enough ventilation to dry up any condensation. An added bonus is the clear PVC roof window that lets in even more light and allows you to see what the weather is doing from your bed. This tent comes with a solid PVC floor that zips onto the tent walls, giving you the option to have it attached or not depending on your camping circumstances. It is a big and cumbersome tent to put up and will take 2 to 3 people to pitch the tent correctly. The poles are galvanized steel and the tent corners are reinforced. Overall, this is a tent with potential for the backyard. We wouldn't take it into the bush, particularly given the poor reviews of many users. At number 2. Guide Gear 10 by 12 foot Canvas Wall Tent. This Guide Gear 10 by 12 foot canvas wall tent is made from traditional 10-ounce cotton canvas with heavy-duty weather treatment to make it a 4-season tent to camp out in all weathers. We hope the 12 people capacity is a typo. With a stove and cots inside, it seems more realistic that it will sleep 3 comfortably in cots or 4 to 6 in sleeping bags on the floor without the wood stove. This tent does not come with a frame included but is available separately. The frame weighs 38 pounds (17.2 kilograms), adding quite a bit of weight to an already heavy and bulky tent. The tent alone has a packed size of 32 by 15 by 14 and 81 by 38 by 36 centimeters, and weighs 53.3 pounds. The tent does have very generous 11.5-inch sod flaps around the base to help keep the damp from coming inside. The tent is sold floorless, but a 12 by 10 feet 100% heavy-duty PVC floor can be purchased as an extra. Keeping warm in winter is easy with a 5-inch stove jack included for you to put in a wood-burning stove if you desire. The combination of breathable canvas and front and rear peak vents will be enough to keep the inside of the tent condensation-free with the fire burning. Interestingly, there is only a single meshed window with a rain flap on the back wall. There are no other windows. The door is mostly the front wall with a single canvas layer and no mesh door. This is quite a tall tent with an 8.3-inch or 251 centimeters center height, so great if you are taller or want to use this as a glamping tent. Overall, this is an okay tent for the price, but once you have bought all the other accessories needed to put it up, it is better value to buy an all-inclusive package. At number 3. 1 Tigress Tegeman Hammock 1 to 4 person hot tent with stove jack. Perfect for a single hammock camper or 2 cot campers who want extra protection from the weather and a warm place to retire to in the winter. The 1 Tigress Tegeman Hammock wall tent can also be set up with tent poles for a more traditional wall tent experience. This tent is designed to be set up with a hammock and is also suspended from trees with ropes and has guy lines that hold the tent in position. It's perfect for extra space and protection for you and your gear. With a sod skirt to keep out the cold air and a stove jack to run a wood stove, it's great for those who want to go hammock camping in winter with room for all your supplies, a heat source, and all the advantages of sleeping off the rough, wet ground. This tent does not come with tent poles, so if you want to put it up as a traditional wall tent, you will need to make or purchase poles and an angle kit. You could make temporary poles with saplings, depending on whether or not you were camping in a national park. The tent has a 3000 mm hydrostatic head rating, making it very waterproof. You will need to make sure that there are no folds or dips that water can pool in, nevertheless to stop water from ultimately seeping in. The zips are YKK brand and are high quality and waterproof. This tent does not have a floor, making it lighter again for people walking a bit further into the bush for the night. It's made from tough 70D nylon fabric, which is light and can blow around a bit in the wind, so make sure you stake it down properly. Ventilation isn't a problem in this tent as both ends open right up for summer camping, but be warned, there are no windows or mesh in this tent, so use a hammock that is insect-proofed in the summer months. Overall, a great tent for hammock sleepers who want a base camp with a wood stove and extra protection for gear that would normally be left outside in the weather. At number 4. White Duck Alpha Canvas Wall Tent. The White Duck Alpha Canvas Wall Tent is a high-quality heavy-duty canvas wall tent that is designed to keep you warm and dry in the worst types of weather. It has windows with 3 storm layers, storm flaps for the doors, eaves to keep water pouring onto the walls, and a tough polythene floor to keep you dry in a storm. Sod flaps that extend a generous 8 inches will also help keep water away from the living area of the tent. This is a 4-season tent intended for long stays in all kinds of conditions. It has double-stitched seams, reinforced corners, military-grade YKK zippers, and heavy-duty canvas. Note well, it is a heavy tent and can take more than 2 people to move it around and to set it up, but that's what you want in a tent designed to keep you safe all year round. The hole for the stove jack doesn't come with a stove jack, the actual silicone sleeve that keeps the hot pipe away from the tent roof. Make sure you grab one before you need to install your tent stove. The large double doors are great for summer ventilation or if you have a lot of people or gear moving in and out. The doors have built-in mesh for bug protection and a storm layer that buckles close to keep you protected in bad weather. Customer service is top-notch with a very helpful team responding to customer questions, queries, and issues. Overall, a well-priced and robust wall tent with quality parts and customer service.